Hello Earthlings, I'm back! So last week I didn't post a video because if you didn't know or didn't watch or you're new here, I don't post videos in the week where I have a lot of schoolwork to do. So basically last week was my midterms examinations week. So I had to do a lot of studying, a lot of paper making, a lot of writing, a lot of studying some more, and a lot of projects doing. So in the future to come, if you stay and subscribe and continue this journey with me, I won't be able to post videos on weeks where I have a lot of schoolwork to do or where I have examinations or basically when I have extreme panic attacks and I won't be able to upload. So yeah, I hope you understand. I hope you forgive me for missing out a day last week on Friday for not posting. So these past 3 days, I mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, February 9, 10, 11, I went on a 3-day retreat. So there was one thing, actually there were 5 things that came out from me in this retreat, but I want to share to you one of it, which was I think the most important one that I have gained through this retreat. Because I didn't want to go to this retreat because I didn't know anybody and I was scared that I would be an outcast loner loser in there. But I wasn't, which was really nice of the people who were there. Anyway, that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about my calling. So you know by now that I want to be a preschool or basically just a special educator. I want to be a teacher for kids with special needs. With or without special needs, just children, okay? Basically children. I want to be a teacher for children. And I've always thought that that was my calling, but now I found a new one. So let me tell you the story. So during our retreat, we get to have sharings with a group. Of course, we're already a group in a sense, but we were like, I don't know, 75 people, and then they cut it down to 31 people, and then they cut it down to 5 people. Me and these 4 other people shared our lives together throughout series of activities and just basically stuff about our life that we want to release, and we want to, be guided by the words of God from other people. So in one of them, it was about our timeline, and I have it here. It was about the timeline of our life in college. So basically mine looks like this. These are the ups, these are the downs, and it's basically hit or miss. It's like up, down, up, down, basically a roller coaster for me. And we had to share our highest ups and our lowest downs. And I was the first one to share mine because I didn't mind sharing to other people random facts about my life because come on, I'm doing that right now. But I'm a shy person, so it took me a while to fumble out the stutter and say the words that I want to say. So basically, as we go around the circle, because each person takes their turn, of course, it's a group sharing, I noticed that 2 people were experiencing the same stuff that I went through in the course of my life. So after both of them shared, I basically warned them, guys, I'm just gonna tell you my life story and then you will understand why. So I shared with them that, me feeling a little lost, me having depression, all that stuff, and it basically just, I didn't know why I wanted to do that. I just kind of had this kind of urge inside me to share my experiences so that they wouldn't feel like they're so alone in it. And I wanted to help them so badly because I don't want them to feel or experience in any way the hardship and struggles and pains that I did while going through the stuff that they're going through now that I have been through. So our second group sharing was about family, and here's a little cute family picture for you. There I am in the middle wearing awesome pants and a gray sweater, which is kind of cool because I want this outfit in my life, okay? Like, Marga, you got some cool sense of fashion when you were about 7 years old. So again, they were a little bit hesitant to share, so I shared my story and my experiences first, and then everyone again had their turn. 3 people went through the same stuff that I went through with my family struggles and all that stuff. So again, I had this urge, this kind of yelling plead in my head that I had to help them. I had to find a way for them not to feel so lost and completely worthless or hopeless that the stuff that is going through their families are crumbling apart. So I wanted to help. I wanted them to not feel the way that I did with my family and regretted the whole thing when I finally resolved it. So again, I shared parts of my story that I don't normally share to people and, enlighten them that they should do something about it or that they don't have to feel this way because it's normal. It's not a bad thing to feel that way, all that stuff. And then on the last day of our retreat, we had this activity where you would give a candle to someone that has touched your life in a grave way that you have to express to them how much they have. And of course, I wasn't expecting much to get any candles or anything like that, or, you know, thanks or praise or whatever. I only got one from my best friend M, but other than her, I wouldn't expect anyone to give me anything because, I mean, as I said before, I was the outcast of the group. I was the black sheep. So I didn't expect anything. I was kind of pretty contented with only one person giving me, and that person being my best friend. But what happened was, the girls in the group, they all gave me a candle. And they all shared with me how much I've changed their lives. And I was like, in my head, what? Like, are you poor as us? I was just super duper shocked because I've touched them in a way that they couldn't explain. That I kind of, some of them said that I changed their life. I changed their perspective on how they see things. I basically gave them warmth. I gave them hope. And hearing that from people was just like, whoa. I was just super surprised that I burst into tears and I was just a whole bunch of wet mess. And they all hugged me in such a super like, thank you, I'm so grateful way. And I just, man. And so at the end of the retreat, I had my last walk with God, because we had walks with God on each day. It was basically you being alone with God, you know, listening to your own thoughts and just, you know, reflecting on your life. And while I was having that, I had this idea in my head, or maybe it was a calling from God, that I wanted to be a spokesperson for people who may have depression or who have mental problems, or basically the special education community. I want to be a spokesperson for them. I want to be one of those inspirational people that gives talks about these things and gives tips on how to cope with them or how to manage them, and just, you know, support the families and all that stuff. I want to be that for people who may have been dealing with the same stuff that I'm going through with my life or have gone through. And it just kind of struck me like God put me in this path to be that person. And it was just, you know, a calling. I mean, besides becoming a teacher and touching young children's lives, I want to touch their families. I want to touch people that don't even know they're dealing with these things and have no one to turn to. And it was just like such a big enlightenment feeling, warm, light heart stuff. And I just, wow. I was filled with so much passion, and it erased all the doubts that I had in my head about me not becoming the best teacher that I could be, or not becoming the best person that I could be. And now I'm just, you know, looking forward to the day where I could actually touch people's lives and just be the best person that I could be for myself and for others. So yeah, that's kinda me for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you gained some sort of insight for your life, your calling, your journey to happiness and success and all that good stuff. I'll see you in my next videos, Earthlings. Stay haram, smile always, and spread love. Bye! I forgot to show you guys my shirt.